Hello everyone, I am Kalai Selvi, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, R&D Engineering College. Now we are going to see multidimensional array in C language. Generally, what is meant by an array? An array is a collection of similar data items. If a person wants to store a value in a memory, they can use variables to store a single value. So variables can be used to store only single value. If they are same, that person wants to store similar items but 10 values means, then the person has to initialize 10 variables to rectify that array come into pictures. So using array, the person can able to store multiple values of similar data types under a single variable name. For doing that, we will assign the size to an array. So size will be given in the subscript values. Subscription will be explained with the square brackets. So based on the number of subscript, there are different types of array. If it is a one-dimensional array, then you will have one single subscript. If you have two-dimensional array, then it will have two subscripts. If you have multi-dimensional array, you can have uncountable number of subscripts. Data in multi-dimensional array is generally stored in row major order in the memory. So the syntax for a multidimensional array starts with the data type. So data type means any primitive data type, in float, character, string, anything can be there. Array name is the name of the array which follow the principle of how we assign a name to a variable, that is, it starts with an underscore or a alphabets, and it may continued with numbers or alphabets. The size mention the size of the array. So it is a multidimensional array, so size 1 to size n. Now we are going to see the syntax for a three-dimensional array. So same time you have data type, array name, and then x, y, z. X represents the number of two-dimensional array, y represents the number of rows in two-dimensional array, each two-dimensional array, and z represents the number of columns in each two-dimensional array. Suppose I am assigning an integer array 3, 3, 3. That means I am going to create a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, so the end product will be a 3 cross 3 matrix. Now how many 3 cross 3 matrix you going to generate? That is 3. So x represents the count. So 3 into 3 cross 3, totally 27 values you are going to get from the user. This is the graphical representation of a 3 cross 3 cross 3 matrix. So you will be having 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 cross 3 matrices. Now we are going to see a C program to store and print 12 values entered by the user. So this array star is an integer array. Array name is test. 2 is the number of count of two-dimensional array. That is, we are going to have 3 cross 2 matrices. So 3 cross 2 will be 6 values. 6 into 2, 12 values are going to get from the end user. So totally we are going to enter 12 values. So I am giving a prompt message printf enter 12 values. And next is I represent for getting the input from the end user. Generally we use any type of loop. You can use for loop, while loop, do while loop, anything we can use to get the input for an array. Here we are going to use for loop. For loop is the simplified form of loops. So apart from that other types, it will be easy to implement. So I represents the x value, subscript of x. J represent y. K represents z. So x value is 2. So starts from 0 to 2. And y j value 0 to 3. K value 0 to 2. Next we are going to get the input from the user. For getting the input, we use scanf function, scanf percentage %d ampersand test I of j of k. We are going to get only a single value. Starts, if I is starting with I equal to 0, then it goes to the j loop, j equal to 0, then we go for the k loop, k equal to 0. So for the first function scanf, it get the value of 0, test of 0 0 0. Again it will run the this innermost k loop will get run. It will be incremented, k value will get incremented 1. So k equal to 1. So next value will be test of 0 0 k 1, 0 0 1. Next it will starts with again it will be incremented 2. When k equal to 2, the condition fails, 2 less than 2 will fail, so k will be negotiated, then it go for the j. So j, now I equal to 0, j equal to 0. So we are incrementing the j value, j will become 1. Again it goes to the k value. So I equal to 0, j equal to 0, j equal to 1, j equal to 1, k equal to 0. So again we going to print get the value from the user. Then k will be incremented, then I equal to 0, j equal to 1, k equal to 1. Again k loop get failed, so go for the j value. Now j will get incremented. Now the j value will be 2. Like that we will be doing. Now once the j get fails, j loop get fails, it go for the I loop, and we going to get the first value, that is I equal to 1, and corresponding j 3 values, k 2 values, then I equal to 2. So when I equal to 2, the entire loop get failed, so it will come out of the all the loops. For printing the procedure, the same thing will come. I, j, k, we will be printing the same way. So we are going to print test of, so here this is the prompt message. Test will be printed, and then within that what is the value of I, j, k, and then we will be printing I, j, k. So inside that each subscript box you will printing I, j, k value and that corresponding value which is stored in the array. So I given like this, so it will be easy to understand the I, j, k value of each input. Now we run this program. And copying the code. In an online compiler, we can able to run the program. Thank you. So you can able to copy the same program, you can run in online compiler. So you will get the input. For example, here I am getting the input, I am specifying that is I equal to 0, j equal to 0, First the case will be I equal to 0, j equal to 0, k equal to 0. So we will be entering k equal to 0, we will be entering two values, for example 1, 2, and then when k value k fails, then we go for j will be initiate I equal to 0, j equal to 1, k equal to 0. Again the k loop will run, we will get the will give the input 3, 4. Next for j, again k fails, k loop fails, again I equal to 0, j equal to 2. Now again then k equal to 0. We will enter the values 5 and 6, two values will get, again k fails. Now j value will get incremented, so now j is equal to 3. So j equal to 3 means it 3 less than 3 fails, so we go for the j fails, then we go increment the I value. I equal to 0 will be incremented to 1, I equal to 0, j equal to 0, I equal to 0, j equal to 0, k equal to 0. So likewise first we enter 6 values, right? Totally like the same similar manner we will be entering another 6 values. So using the display function, I mean display part, we will be again displaying the content using the printf statement. Thank you.